You're sitting on the edge of your bed, one shoe on, staring at a half-finished text message. You committed to this plan 2 weeks ago when you had future energy, but now the thought of navigating a crowded bar, paying $30 for 2 cocktails, and shouting over a DJ just to be heard feels like a marathon you didn't train for. Then it happens. Your phone buzzes. "Hey, I'm so sorry, can we reschedule?" In an instant, a wave of pure, unadulterated euphoria washes over you. It's better than a raise. It's better than a first date. It's the sheer, delicious relief of a canceled plan. If you've ever felt this introvert's high, you aren't lazy, you aren't antisocial, and you certainly aren't broken. In fact, you might be part of a growing psychological revolution that is redefining what it means to live a successful life in the 21st century. Today, we're going beneath the surface of the homebody phenomenon to discover why your living room is actually the ultimate sanctuary for your brain, your bank account, and your brilliance. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never feel guilty about choosing your couch over a club ever again. For decades, Western culture, and American culture in particular, has worshipped at the altar of the hustle. We've been told that showing up is 80% of life, that networking is the only way to climb, and that if you aren't out there making memories, you're falling behind. But there is a biological reality that the hustle culture ignores: the dopamine threshold. You see, the human brain processes stimulation in very different ways. For some, extroversion is like a battery fueled by external chaos. They need the noise, the lights, and the crowds to feel alive. But for a massive segment of the population, specifically those aged 18 to 44 navigating an increasingly loud world, the brain is wired for dopamine sensitivity. When you stay home, you aren't just resting. You are managing your prefrontal cortex. Scientific studies suggest that for many home lovers, the threshold for overstimulation is significantly lower. While an extrovert might find a crowded party energizing, your brain might perceive it as a tactical assault on your senses. This leads to what psychologists call the introvert hangover, that physical and mental exhaustion that sets in when your social battery hits zero. By staying in, you aren't hiding. You are performing a necessary neural recalibration. You are giving your nervous system a chance to return to its baseline. In a world that never stops screaming, silence isn't just golden, it's a biological necessity. But let's talk about the world outside your door for a second. Let's be real, leaving the house in 2024 is an expensive hobby. Between the hidden costs of Uber rides, the hospitality fees at restaurants, and the sheer mental tax of navigating urban chaos, the social economy is in a state of hyperinflation. This has birthed a movement known as soft living, or the great indoors. Why spend $100 on a mediocre meal when you can curate a sensory sanctuary at home? We are seeing a massive shift in how Gen Z and millennials design their spaces. It's no longer just a room, it's a controlled environment with sunset lamps, weighted blankets, and high-fidelity soundscapes. We've realized that we can control the vibe, the temperature, and the guest list for a fraction of the price. Choosing to stay home is quite literally a rebellion against the FOMO marketing machine that tries to convince you that happiness is always out there and never in here. Before we go deeper into the creative power of being alone, I have a quick question for you. Are you watching this right now from the comfort of your bed or your favorite chair? If so, hit that like button and comment "Home Club" down below. It's time we realize that there are millions of us finding peace in the quiet moments. Subscribing to this channel helps us keep bringing you these deep dives into the psychology of modern life, so join the community if you haven't already. Now, we have to address the elephant in the room. There is a fine, often blurry line between healing and hiding. We've all heard of bed rotting, the viral trend of spending entire days under the covers. While it's a great meme, we have to ask ourselves, are we staying home to recharge, or are we staying home to escape? There is a massive difference between active solitude and social avoidance. Healing feels like expansion. It feels like your soul is getting bigger and more peaceful. Hiding feels like contraction. It feels like the world is getting smaller and more terrifying. If the thought of leaving the house causes genuine panic rather than just mild annoyance, you might be dealing with post-pandemic social anxiety or a touch of agoraphobia. The goal of being a homebody isn't to build a prison, it's to build a base of operations. The best homebodies are those who use their solitude to become more effective versions of themselves, so that when they do choose to step out, they do it with intent, not out of obligation. Think about some of the greatest minds in history. Emily Dickinson wrote world-shaking poetry from the confines of her room. Nikola Tesla conceived of the modern electrical world in deep isolation. These weren't lonely people, they were solitary people. There is a profound difference. Loneliness is a lack of others. Solitude is a fullness of self. When you are home, away from the performative nature of social media and the judgment of the public eye, you finally have the space to hear your own thoughts. This is where the creative flow lives. When you are bored at home, your brain does something miraculous. It begins to daydream. It starts to connect dots that it couldn't see while you were busy making small talk about the weather at a cocktail party. Your next big idea, your next career move, or your next personal breakthrough is much more likely to happen in the quiet of your kitchen than in the chaos of a club. In the end, we have to reframe our relationship with our four walls. Your home is not where you go to wait for life to happen. Your home is where life is processed. We live in an era of the Irish exit, the art of leaving a party without saying goodbye, and the soft launch, the art of slowly revealing your life. These aren't signs of a declining society. They are signs of a society that is finally prioritizing mental health over social performance. So the next time you feel that twinge of guilt for saying no to a night out, remember this: happiness isn't measured by the number of miles you travel or the number of people who saw you out tonight. It's measured by the level of peace you feel when you finally close the door, turn off the big light, and realize that you are exactly where you need to be. You are the CEO of your own space. You are the architect of your own calm. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the art of staying home, you'll probably find yourself wondering why you're also drawn to more shadowy or dark psychological topics late at night. It's a fascinating quirk of the human brain, and I've actually made a video specifically about that dark academia mindset right here. Click to watch it, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay cozy, stay curious, and welcome to the Home Club.